Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? So what I have in for repair today is a PlayStation 5. Trying to see if I can straighten out this TV because it's kind of crooked. Give me a second. I feel like every time I get ready to go live, I have something to do. Okay? Which it's still going back crooked. I thought it had like a swivel on it. Maybe I'm wrong and it doesn't. But either way, let's move forward with this repair. So what we can do first is let's change over to this camera and let's aim this over towards my monitor. Let's aim it up a little bit more and like that. Okay, so you guys can see everything that's happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hook up the PlayStation 5 to power and HDMI so you guys can see that we have no image, and then we can take this apart and see what's going on with it. Okay, so power, and you can see it turns off the TV, but we're not getting any image. So either, and the port is loose, so I think the HDMI port is damaged on the inside. That's what I'm thinking. If not, then the HDMI retimer might also be damaged, or might just be the only thing that's damaged. So we're getting no image, right? You've seen it turn off and it didn't produce an image on the TV. I'll show you guys that again. And there it is. It took control of the switch, but it's still not showing any image. Okay, so that's what the problem is, and we're gonna go ahead and yeah, we have white light. Let me show you guys that. You can see the white light on the console. You can see the port. It's plugged up, but it's loose. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see if we can fix this. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take this thing apart, and let's see what happens once we take it apart. Point this camera back down. Get all this stuff together. Like that. I think once we're finished, we'll be able to tell if we've got it right. Okay. So this is going to take a few minutes. This is the part that I said before that I don't record anymore because there's plenty of videos out there on how to take these consoles apart. So I don't feel it's necessary to show you guys a whole video on that again. Plus, I haven't had any requests for a teardown video, so we won't even mess with that. We'll just continue on with this repair. If we can find the right tool. Nope. Okay, so let's go over to I think we found it. Yep, we found a tool. Let me see if you guys can see this. Even though, like I said, it's not something that I'm like eager to share because everyone has already got videos out there on how they take these things apart. So I don't feel like it's super important to share it. Maybe it'll focus. There we go. And what I like to do is with these, I just get the screws real loose to the point that they're pretty much falling out the console. I don't take them all the way out though. I leave them inside the cover, and I put the cover off to the side with the screw still in it. fan, the same thing. Get the screws to the point that they're out the console. And once I get it to that point, then I simply just lift the fan out and put it off to the side. Being unorganized goes all the way down to my tools. Yep. I mean, I have all the tools that I need. It's just not very organized with them. Put one down, pick up another one. So I have a whole bunch of these with different attachments in them, and I can never just. What I need to do is just leave each one of these tools with a different one and move on. But I keep on removing it and adding a different one when I can't find the one that I'm looking for. And that cycle continues over and over again. Put that right there. Let's get the fan out. Okay, so we're going to put the fan off to the side. We actually need to hook up back our other fan also, the one that controls the fume extractor, I should say, not a fan. But I need to connect back up my fume extractor. And that way, if we have to change this port, we don't have all those fumes coming at us. Okay. We have one more screw. Okay, and this is how I take it apart. So I try not to lose any of the screws by doing this. So I used to have a tray before that I used, and I just put all the screws in there, and that still works. If you can go to the dollar store and pick up one of those. They're the pill trays for people that take a lot of different medication. They use those trays to store all their different medication, like for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, different days of the week. So you can go pick up one of those at Dollar Tree. I think that's where I got it from. Okay? And then all of these screws here, these ones I do take out, put them off to the side. They can go right here next to this port. And we'll just continue to take out all of them. I have an electric like screwdriver, but it doesn't work very well on this kind of job. I've tried it, didn't work. I need to buy like the one that I have is rechargeable, but it has a smaller motor in it and a smaller battery. I think I need something with a little bit more power to do these. If you guys have any suggestions on any of the drills that would work well for this, let me know. I think I might just get a Dremel and just add one of these to it, because the Dremel usually have an adjustable head. And you can adjust it to fit any size tool. And I can always plug that in and turn down the speed. And that might work. So that might be something that I look into and see how that works. Getting hot because I have on a long sleeve shirt and all that. I'm in Florida and it's not cold, especially now. It's been really, really hot. So turn up the air, AC. And like I said, I think tomorrow I'm gonna start on that new project. So maybe tomorrow I'll go live with that new project, and you guys can see what the project is, and I can talk a little bit more about it. And I haven't completely planned it out yet, so I think it's something that maybe tonight I need to sit down and sketch something up real quick as far as what my idea is, and that way I can kind of know what I need to get this job done. I think maybe tonight I'll do that. And I started some more work in this little workshop that I have. Because there's some things that I need to take care of. I still need to finish them up. I'm not finished with them yet. So within like the next maybe week or so, I might finish them up. Okay, so we have the top off, and let's get out the motherboard screws. We have one black and one silver. Just gotta remember that. And this is the PS5 digital version. I think the reason why I don't really say if it's digital or the disc version is because the HDMI ports is all the same, and usually the fix for these are all the same also. Oh, we still got one more screw. Almost missed that one. Well, no way to miss it unless I rip this board completely apart. So I would have ended up causing more damage to this board. And there we go. Okay. You can still see that empty space on there. And yeah, the HDMI port is, that's the issue. Let me show you guys that underneath the microscope. Let me just make sure that we're live. So underneath the microscope, for that computer over there. And let's move all the stuff over. And let's bring the microscope onto the work area. And let's turn on some light. And for now, we'll just see how it goes. Let me show you guys. See that? All of these pins. Look at that. Correct. Even right here. Look. Correct. Okay, so this thing is wrecked. So I'm gonna plug up my fuel extractor, and then from there we'll pull this port and we'll connect up the new port. Where is power switch? Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was close enough to the power switch. All right, let's get a new port. it's not even showing up in the video. The camera is still, it's not picking up the, it's not picking up this. Okay, there we go. So I guess I can show you guys that again because I don't think it caught it on camera. So this is the port right here, and you can see all of these pins are disconnected, all of them. All of them. The plastic right here, look at that. The port is broken right here, actually. Wow. Look at this. That's broken, completely broken from there. So let's go ahead and let's yank this port out because this thing is wrecked. So more than likely, you're probably going to have an issue taking out the other part of the port because of where it's sitting. It might be a little bit difficult, but we'll find out once we get in there. It maybe, I'm not sure. But because of where the port is sitting, it might make it a little bit, just a little bit. We'll find out. Okay, that's out. And there we go. We got that one out. We got the whole thing out. So I think while I have it out, I'm just going to place a new one in. I think that's what I'm just going to do. Just going to do a hot swap. Okay. Now let's do some touch up on this hot swap, and then we'll go from there. Really, really quick hot swap. A lot of times I don't like to do hot swaps because I feel like I miss out on, like just adding some solder to the pins, which really kind of help it float in place when you're doing these repairs. So that's why most of the times you don't see me do hot swaps. I'd rather just take my time and just put some solder on all the pins and then go from there. But we're just doing hot swap today. So the board is starting to cool down. So because it's starting to cool down, we're just gonna go back over it with some that's one of the things about doing hot swaps. You got to keep the board. You got to keep more heat on the board because it will cool down real fast. Got that little plastic right there melting right next to it. All right, let's add some flux and see if we can finish off these pins. Oh, I took that cap off. Okay, so let's replace that cap right now. And we have plenty of them. I could float it back in place with some hot air. That is one way to do it. Not the right cap. Okay, so let's find it. All right, now we gotta find these caps. I mean, you don't have to put it back. Previously, everyone thought that you needed to put that cap back in order to get 4K, and I think we've now realized that you don't need it in order to get 4K. You still get 4K. I don't know what these are. I'm just gonna look at these. These look like some tiny caps. They might not be. But still too big. Too large of a cap. That's not gonna work. Too much capping. All right, let's continue to look. I know I have them because I purchased them a while ago and I was using them more frequently. But since I haven't been doing, I haven't been causing that much issue, I haven't been using them. But if I keep on looking and I can't find it, I'll just still go ahead and test it so you guys can see that it still works without that cap. No, I had those caps, I had those capacitors out already. So looking where I'm looking is not really going to help because they shouldn't be there. They should have already been out on my desk. So we're just going to test these pins and make sure that they're all connected, and then we'll just move forward from there. It's just a capacitor. Um, Yeah, we barely can see anything that's happening here. Want to put my desk back, but I can't because I still have work to do. Let me put some more alcohol in here. Okay. And now, so we have bridging on that one. We'll take care of that. But let's check through these ones first. Let's make sure that we got good connection here. And none of these are moving. So let's touch this one up and let's get it disconnected from the pin right next to it. And then once we do that, I think that's it, because I mean, the anchor points are good. I don't think I need to touch those up, so I'm not going to mess with them. Some more alcohol. And that looks a lot better. And like I said, we know that that cap is missing. We're not going to worry about that too much or at all, because it does not affect the functionality of the console. If it was something to stop the console from functioning properly, I would replace it without a second thought, but I know that it doesn't. I've done enough of these to know, okay? So let's get this off. Let's get the Q-tip, and let's use our Q-tip to do our Q-tip trick here. You guys are not seeing anything. That's worse. Okay, there we go. Probably used too much on this one. Okay, let's just spread this out. And if it becomes like to the point that I can't spread it, then yes, I'll add some more to it. But okay, let's just move it all to one side first. Clean it up like that. That's pretty decent to me. So let's go ahead and let's try to spread this again. Even though it's not much. It should get to where it needs to go. I'm gonna clean this little area right here. There we go. And let's continue to spread it. And there we go. Nice. Okay, I'm doing the same thing on the actual main heat sink over here. I'm just going to organize all the liquid metal that's all around the console. Just like that. Get it all in one place. And then spread it around. Okay, so that's not really working out very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it all over to one side. That's the liquid metal, all to right here to the edge. Then once I get it to the edge, I'm going to clean up right here. And just like that. And now it should be able to spread out a little bit better. And there we go. There we go. That looks good. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Let's put this back in to the housing. Like that. Okay. And then this one. And I think from here we can just kind of test it and see what's going on. So plug this back in. This heat sink. And once we get the heat sink in, then we should be able to test it to see if we get image. If we get image, then yeah, we end this repair right here. We're not going to continue on for an hour and a half or 2 hours. I just go live for repairs, and that's it. Sometimes they're hard repairs. Sometimes they're easy repairs. Whatever comes my way, and I just feel like doing a video on it, just do it. Okay. And let's once again turn this camera. I do have a capture card that I'm going to be using here soon, which will help. That was fast. Oh, And there we go, we got image. So that's it, guys. uh let's take a picture and send this to, oh, oh, so we might have a retimer issue. We might have a retimer issue. That's not that cap. That's usually the retimer. Every time that I've seen it, it's been a retimer. Yep, see? Because that's not the cord. That's a retimer. Yep, so the retimer chip just went. I think it fully went out on us just now. Okay. Oh, nope, there we go. But I'm almost positive if I turn it off again, I'm just going to take a picture of it, but I'm sure if I turn it off again, when I turn it back on, it might do the same thing, unless there's like maybe some flux left over in the port or something like that, but I doubt it. But let's try it again. Let's try it again. Okay. All right, so that works. I don't know why it started off like that, but so that's a fix, guys. Let's turn that off. So that's the fix, guys. It was a really quick fix. Um, these consoles are breaking all the time, and this is the PlayStation 5. Uh, this is not a slim. This is the diskless. The sorry, the what do they want to call this? It's a diskless version. Doesn't have a disk drive. Uh, I forgot what. Can't think about the name right now, but that's it. If you got this problem, guys, you want to send it to me, you can send it to me. If not, there's local shops in the area, guys, that you can find that can fix this. I've seen these where customers have tried to fix them and it turns out real bad, guys. Just find a shop, pay the cost. It should be less than what the console costs, but it's much better taking it to a shop than trying to do it yourself, because usually there's going to be another shop fee associated with trying to repair yourself. So save yourself the headache and go ahead and just um, support a local shop and give them the business. Um, I'm going to go ahead and finish putting this back together. I don't like, to waste you guys' time watching me do this when, you know, most of the time you guys don't want to see this. So thanks for watching. I'll see you.